Hi friends, it's your pal Scott Garibay, and today we are going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons and Lilo and 2025 live action Lilo and Stitch. So I saw 2025 live action Lilo and Stitch on its opening weekend. There are no spoilers for Lilo and Stitch for 2025 Lilo and Stitch in this content. So I watched this movie, and we're going to talk about this in context of Dungeons and Dragons. So I watched this film, and I'm watching the movie, and everything's what I expect, right? Lilo's there, her older sister Nani is there, Stitch is there, Pleakley's there, Jumba's there, blah, 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 right? But what surprised me was Nani and Lilo's neighbor, all right? So Nani and Lilo, their parents are dead, right? Now, I actually don't remember if the character I'm about to talk about was even in the first movie. And if they were, it was completely unrememberable, right? But they introduce Nani and Lilo's neighbor, and it is Amy Hill. Okay. Now, who is Amy Hill? Excuse me. At this point, Amy Hill is an elderly, I want to say Asian. Yeah, I think Asian is the correct term. She actually may be Hawaiian. I'm not sure which. But this woman, Amy Hill, that's her real name, and she is a real Hollywood actress, okay? You have seen her. There's like, if you Google her name, you're going to see her. She has just been in every single thing on the planet, right? Like, she's just been in everything, right? Just everything. And I'm not kidding. She has she's been in like 20 plays, like 80 streaming shows and television, and she's been in movies, right? Now, what's really interesting though is, for the sake of talking about this in the context of Dungeons and Dragons, she is the preeminent supporting actress. Supporting actress. There's nobody better. What I'm very interested in, what I'm very excited about, is when we reach a point in Dungeons and Dragons history where, yeah, that's it. Where we reach a point in Dungeons and Dragons history where we acknowledge 3 tiers of Dungeons and Dragons players. And what would those tiers be? They would be lead actor, supporting actor, and extras. And I think with 5 people at the table, you would have 1 lead, 1 or 2 supporting actors, and then 1 to 3 extras. And this is completely different than how we're doing things now. We do not do this in Dungeons and Dragons now, but I actually think we need to, and it will forever change Dungeons and Dragons. Like, you're not all here as equal players. Like, you are not all, and we're not going to pretend that you should have equal ability to move the story, equal attention from the dungeon master, or even equal attention from the other people at the table. This is the future of Dungeons and Dragons table, in my humble opinion. And it made me think about it when I saw Amy Hill. She was the best thing in this movie. And I highly recommend seeing this movie, but we need to move to lead, supporting, and extras. We need to bring the table to this and stop pretending that every player at the table has equal value. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.